Okay, so alright, we are already done for the Codeigniter basics. What is MVC and routes? So there's no need for this anymore. Let's delete it. And what else? Okay, we already understand the function of the controller, the view, and the routes here. So right now we can start to create a website using Codeigniter if we don't tackle about models. So you already know that models is the part of the framework which all queries was here. So today we are going to create a simple login and registration system which we can register with the use of model, of course, because we'll be having a query for that and a login. So after the login and registration form, we will be continuing doing basic system like student information system and Codeigniter with a few jQuery functions with GS as well, and I think we don't need to use Ajax for that. Let's just focus more in Codeigniter. So since we are going to create a login and registration system, so here in our view I want everything to be organized. So let's create a folder name of, and inside the folder of will be login.php. The other one will be register.php. So I just want to copy here in the default view PHP file, which is the welcome message.php. I want to copy the layout on it, and then okay, this is already good. I want to copy this and paste in login and registration. So for this we don't need the default welcome message PHP file inside the view, since we created a folder auth and we have login and register PHP file. So for this I want to use Bootstrap, jQuery library, and even bootstrap.min.js. So I went to the W3 school and then get the CDN on it, and I want to use it. So let's paste this here in the header, also here in the register. So for this, since alright, this is a welcome controller, we are going to use our own custom controller. So here in controller, right click, new file, the name will be auth controller.php, and I want to copy, let's delete this. I want to copy this, paste, and change the class name into, yes, you're right, auth controller, because that was the name of our file. So this PHP will be deleted. We don't need this anymore because this is the default, and for now we are going to use the auth controller as a default controller. So to make it in default, let's go to routes. So where can we find routes again? We are going to go to the application, config, and then routes here. So for this we have a default controller which is welcome, so we're going to use this. We're going to use our new controller with which we created a while ago, which is the name of auth controller. Since this is not a case sensitive, so we just need to use the lowercase. So here in auth controller, I want to test if it's okay. I will create an index function. So for review, index function will be the first will be initialized, or will be doing the function among all the functions inside a certain controller. So I want to echo this. Oh, what happened to my keyboard? I think my keyboard needs a replacement. If you want to donate, well, I very much welcome to receive it. Refresh. Okay, we have test, so it means we have successfully changed our default controller into our own controller, which is auth controller. So for this, I want to load oh yeah, index.php. I want to load this. Load view. So this just simply means that in index.php I want to load the view with a file name of, no, we cannot just directly call the file name, because since in the view we created a folder, so we just need to specify the folder first, the auth, and then slash the file name, which will be the login. Okay, so in login I want to create a container. Alright, container, and then a form. Before I'm gonna put a form, I want also to indicate that this is a login form. Wait, what happened? Sorry guys, my keyboard is really quietly old. It's, I think, about 2 years. Okay, login form. That's why it's some of the cases already not functioning, and I really need to press it for a long period of time before it functions. So for donation, I'm open for that. And then login form. So to create a login form, which will be the best? I think I want to use this class called md6 for the main time, and md offset 3. So if that will be the case, I would put a class in the form, which is form horizontal. Actually, there's already a code like this in the W3 school and get bootstrap, but in my case, I just want to write it in my own from scratch. But in case if you are in hurry, so you can just copy paste the code. But to tell you honestly guys, it's really nice to write it on your own. Username. Alright, call md6 will be better. Here will be called md2. So for this, I want to write an input text which have a name of username and a class of form control. So let me check what is the output for this. It's quite small, but it's okay. Then since we code the first, so in this part we can just copy paste it. Alright, refresh. So we have our username and password. So Magtatagalog na ako. Ayan. Ano ba to? Ayan. A div with a class of form group, mga brad. So here we don't need a level. So what we need, since we don't need a level, the grid will be still 6, but we need to have an offset. Offset means kung yung parang tatalon siya ng ilang grid. Kasi wala tayong label, so walang grade set na medium to. So since wala siya, so tatalon tayo ng to para yung button natin nandito. Oops. And primary login. Okay, it's not bad at all. Well, I need to adjust this para naman maging ayan, at least man lang magiging maganda yung output ng ano natin. 4 yata, mas maganda dito. Sige lang. Well, tell you the truth, and sa designing ako medyo natatagalan kasi hindi kasi madaling mag-design I hope maiintindihan ng iba yan. Yan, medyo okay na. So, ibababa na lang natin yan. Mamaya na natin yan ibababa. Gawin muna natin yung login. Tapos, si register naman is lagay natin dito. No account. Since hindi ako masyadong particular sa design, so ayan, merong mga inline. So if no account, pupunta yan sa registration. So since here in our routes, I will change this to let's start from the scratch na lang, mas maganda. So here in route, lagay tayo ng register. So basically this will be a base URL / register is equal to auth controller / register. Alright, so punta tayo sa auth controller. Wala pa tayong register. So public function register. So public function, actually in OOP there are various of types of function. Like we have private, we have public, protected, and some of them are just in a high level process. So i-load natin so here in public function register, i-load natin si register. So sa register, gusto natin paano mag-load is tumawag lang ng this as a pointer. This i-load ko ang isang file na nasa view. This load files from view, which is inside the auth folder, and the name of the file will be register. Ayun lang. Itong file this means paano ba to i-explain in Tagalog? This means a pointer. Gusto kong i-load ang file na nasa loob ng view, which is nasa loob ng auth folder, which is ang file name is register. Ayun, para klaro. So okay, refresh natin. So here in our login, mag-open tayo ng PHP, at dito na lalabas yung sinabi ko sa inyo, base URL. If you review, base URL is equal to ito, localhost tutorial. So kung ito si base URL, so pag click mo ng new account, merong lalabas na dito na magiging ganyan yung URL natin, base URL / register. So for that, lalagay natin si register dito sa labas. Refresh natin. Ayan, pag click mo nito, itatapon ka nito sa register page. O ayan, since wala pa akong ginawang register page, edi kukopyahin muna natin to si login. Ayan. Tapos ano ba? This will be repeat password. Instead na password yan, magiging pass na lang yan. Pass to. I mean, this is pass to. Pass lang. Baba naman is pass to. So, refresh natin siya. O, ayan. Kukunin na lang natin din si magiging submit. Ito naman magiging login. Ayan. So, for this, kukunin natin si register. Refresh natin. So, submit na if you fill up this password, then repeat password. Tapos, kung gusto mo namang mag-login, ito, babalik siya sa login. Kung wala kang account, pupunta siya sa register. Okay. So, right now, gagawa tayo ng PHP file inside our model. Okay. So, wakas, model na rin tayo. Masaya to. Here in our model, gusto kong gumawa na PHP file of user.php. Ayan. So, kokopyahin ko na lang tong base path para may security. So, plus auth underscore user extends EI model. Ayun. So, dito gagawa tayo ng first function will be public function login. Ayan. So, here in our login, wala pa tayong wala? Tama. Wala tayong action at wala tayong method. Our method will be post. Kasi kung gagawin natin yung get, so hindi masyadong secure yung login natin kasi magdi-display dito yan yung value. Actually, there are many types of HTTP requests method like post, get, put, patch, delete, destroy, and the rest is in the high level na. Pero marami sila. I learned that when I self-study about RESTful API, like you're going to use Postman, ang daming HTTP header request doon. So, for this, if ever gusto kong mag-login, ito ang gusto kong itsura ng URL. Mag-i-echo ako ng base URL, ayan, tapos /login. Kasi yung kanina /register. Pero kung gusto ko namang i-login siya, so /login. So, for this, gusto kong pagandahin yung route ko. So, dito, /login is equal to auth controller /login. Ayan. So, auth controller, gagawa tayo ng function, public function login. Ayan. So, ang ibig sabihin ng ito, base controller, pag click mo ng login, pupunta siya sa base controller /login. Ito, base controller, ito naman yung /login. Ayun. So, since gusto mong pumunta dyan at mapaganda yung URL mo, pupunta ka sa routes. So, yung route login natin or base URL /login, ito na yung itsura, is equal to our name of our controller and then our function. So, pupunta ka sa controller, ito yung name ng controller, auth controller, at yung function natin is login. So, to prove that this is functioning, i-output natin si user. Input post the name of the post will be username. Ayun, this input post. Okay, refresh natin, login tayo. Username will be admin123. Pag login natin, wow, saan ba yun? Wala. Echo this post. Ayun pala, mali yung name na kinall natin. Refresh natin yan. Ayun, lumabas si admin123. I'm sorry for a typo error, pero it's normal. So for this, we already test our login form and the connection in our controller. So ang next na gagawin natin is yung pag-register muna, kasi hindi tayo makakapag-login kung walang registration. Tama, di ba? So for this, since meron na tayong register, meron din tayong tinatawag na so sa registration, lalagyan natin ng action at set method. Ang method natin is still post. So kung ako yung gagawa ng registration form, meron din tayong tinatawag na register parse or register check, but I prefer to use register check. So mag-e-echo ako ng base URL, tapos gusto ko ay merong lalabas na base URL / register check. Ayan, kukopyahin ko yan kasi gagamitin ko to in routes. Ayun, alright, route, yan, this is equal to auth controller / register check, semicolon. So tapos na natin i-set up si route. Punta naman tayo sa controller kasi wala pa tayong function name register check. Dito sa controller, public function paste. Ayan, simple. So kung gusto mong i-echo list input post username, kopyahin natin yan, lagyan pa natin ng tatlo. Diba kanina is pass, tapos yung kalawang password natin is pass2. So refresh natin siya, admin, password natin 123, dito 456. Well, it really doesn't make sense, like naglagay ako ng password na 123 dito, tapos 456. This is just for the sake of outputting what we input here in our controller, because in the next we'll be talking about form validation in Codeigniter. So when you submit this, we are expecting to output admin 123456. So let's check. Ayan, admin 123456. So the connection between the form in our view and in our controller is okay. I mean, it's fantastically, excellently okay. So for this, we have username, we have past, we have pass2. Ayan, simple. If meron tayong tinatawag na this form validation set rules. So itong function na to is to validate our form. So if you try to review in the first place na a form validation is a library, so hindi na natin siyang kailangang maglagay pa tayo dito na this load library, tapos name of library will be form validation. Hindi na natin yan kailangan pang ilagay dyan or gagawa pa tayo ng constructor, kasi in our config auto load libraries naka global na siya, di ba? Yung in the first ginawa ko yan. So in the set roles, the name of the entity or the attributes in the form, inside the form, will be the username. Tapos yung mag-output siya ng error in I mean uppercase username. Tapos yung rules naman niya is required. Tapos max length, spelling ng length, tama ba to? Max length will be 12, I guess. So I still need to check this, by the way. Dito naman is pass. Dito naman is pass 2. So as what you can observe here in our registration, we have the field name, username, pass, and pass 2. So here in our controller, we're trying to set a rules for that in a form validation that we required it. We declare it with a maximum length of 12 so that people cannot write at least more than 12 characters. So if this, i-check natin si form validation, if it, pag nag-run siya tapos is equal to false, well, there is something wrong between the three. It would be the username, the pass, or the pass 2. So if else naman, mag-i-echo muna siya ng ano ba to? Register. Okay. Tapos echo invalid. Alright. Refresh natin siya. Invalid. Why? Because we have a rules here that we required it. So like invalid. Why? Because we have a rules here that the username and password will be having a maximum length of 12 characters. So to make it more organized, I want to do this something. I learn it in my own way because I want to output the best form errors as possible. Because mostly Codeigniter, when something is wrong, like when you submit, they're just what do you call this one? You're just outputting the errors in a list way, and I really want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I want to output it one by one. Like I want to output the username error here below, the password also here, and the repeat password also here below. So to do that, this is my own way of implementing it. I want to load again the register file. So for this, let's go to the form, registration form, and check this one. If alright, when we submit, so there will be an error here. An error out will be output that username is required. Unable to load the requested out register. Oh, alright. Let me check. Oh, that's why we need the / kasi period is in Laravel. Then that. So submit. Okay, username field is required. That's simple. So for this, we're just wait to copy this and paste it here. and paste it here. Actually, to make this more nice, I think, let me check if form error username is equal to true, then class with help block echo form error username. Let me check this. Ayun. So I just need to edit. This will be passed, and this will be passed too. Okay. If you just try to observe that, I think it's not really that good. I want it to look like user-friendly form validation, because outputting a block like this is really don't get the eye. Yeah, you can notice the validation, but it really doesn't capture the eye of the user that okay, something like that. It must be something I got wrong. Okay, that's why it colored something like this. So I will create my own style of validation. So where are we? We have input form group. Okay, here. Just make it from scratch. A form error username is there. This will echo has error else nothing. So let me refresh. Okay, have you tried to see it? It's quietly more convincing and user-friendly if you try to submit it and you have a error and then the color will turn into red. So I want to do this with some of my input field. Where are you now? Okay, this one we have passed. Okay, this one too we have passed too. Refresh. Well, yun. So want to copy this, and this will be right here. Change this to pass, change this to pass, at tapos ito rin palitan natin. So for this we create our own custom form validation using PHP and Bootstrap. So okay, so for this punta tayo ng auth controller para i-register na natin si user. So before we register the user, tatawagin muna natin si model. Load model, ang pangalan ng model natin is auth_user. This auth user, and the name of the function is login. Kasi dito sa auth user natin, meron tayong function na login. So dito, una niload ko muna si model. Please load the model and the file name will be auth /_user. Ito. Tapos tinawag ko, since na load na siya, tatawagin ko si auth user at yung function niya na login. So since yan, tapos ipapass ko through arguments or parameters si username at pass 2. Pero meron pa tayong kulang, guys. Alam niyo kung ano yung kulang? Meron pa tayong kulang. Ito kasi yan eh. When we validate, okay na. Tapos pagdating dito, nakuha na niya yung roles. Ayun. I-check ko muna if pass is equal to hindi na pala, kasi meron tayong function na same matches pass. So check natin. Okay, admin password admin unable to access error message max length. Unable to access error message max length. Okay, require max length, minimum length. Kunin ko muna si max length. Ika lang, tanggalin ko muna, focus muna tayo sa matches. Refresh. Ayun. No account, user, hindi ko i-match yung password. The username file does not match. Password, repeat password. So guys, kung gusto nyong malaman about more informed validation, ayun, the repeat password does not match to the password. Kung gusto nyong malaman yung form validation, dito search lang kayo. Meron nang lalabas dito kung ano yung max length, minimum length. So for now, kinuha ko na lang yon for the sake of ma-check natin yung repeat password, kasi it's so hassle na i-check ko pa dito, di ba? So mas madali kung na lang natin, i-check natin through form validation, which is matches to pass. Ang ginawa lang nito is yung pass to need to be match with pass, which is saan ba yun? Ito, this is the patch to. Kailangan lang niyang mag-match dito. Kung hindi match, ito yung error na lalabas. So for this, meron na tayong nag-load tayo ng model, tinawag natin si model, pati yung function na model na login, which is ito. So since nag-pass yan ang arguments, sasaluhin din natin tong arguments na to sa login. Tapos gagawa tayo ng data is equal to array. Tapos username is equal to username. Tapos password is equal to pass2. Ayun, this db insert users with the bind of data. Ayan, ganun lang po kasimple. Pero syempre, gagawa pa tayo ng database. So, pagkagawa natin ng database, ayun, naglo-load pa. Papangalanan natin itong student underscore info. Now, with the table of users, 3 muna yung nilalagay natin. ID, username, password, varchar, 12, username will be 12, dito naman, let's make it 50. Primary key natin yung ID, post auto increment, save. Ayun. So, paano mag-connect ng database using Codeigniter? Punta lang tayo sa config, database, scroll down lang po, tapos ito localhost na yung hostname, tama na yan, or 127. Tapos yung database name natin, will be student underscore info, yung ginawa natin kanina. Username will be the default one, root, password is wala. So, refresh natin. Ayan. Okay na siya. Alright. So, this will be insert. So, for me, I want to check if insert is successful. So, mag-return siya ng true. Kung nag-fail naman, so it will return a false boolean. So, pag chinek natin siya dito, check. So, if check is equal to true, so mag-e-echo tayo na register success. So, kung hindi naman, mag-e-echo siya na register fail. So, let's try. I want to refresh first. Gusto kong mag-back sa base URL ko. Ayan, wala akong account. Gusto kong mag-register. Meron akong admin account. Tapos yung password ko will be admin. Gusto kong i-submit. Ayun, registered successfully. So, since naka-register na tayo ng successfully, makikita na natin yung nilagay natin dito. Well, yun, admin. So, I don't want you to practice this plain text password. So, the best to do with that is sa controller ko na to, pwede din naman ganito, MD5, lagay mo na directly yan dyan. Tapos ito, MD5, lagay mo directly dyan. Ayun. Tapos refresh natin, create tayo ng another account, admin, submit, register success, check natin sa database. Ayun, naka MD5 na siya, diba? MD5 is I think 42 characters. Yes, 42. One-way encryption, but you need to make a password alphanumeric with lower and uppercase to make it more difficult to guess with other people. Okay, next part will be login form, how to log in with session, tapos with flash session na rin tong register natin. Tapos gagawa tayo ng basic information student from scratch. So gusto ko lang i-review kung ano yung ginawa natin. Gumawa tayo ng model in the first for the first time in our life with the name of auth underscore user. Tapos gumawa tayo ng class with function login, which is the relationship with register check. Supposedly hindi to login, dapat dito register, di ba? Kasi register ayun. So try natin register uli. 1 2 3. Ayun, register success. So ayun, gumawa tayo ng function register in our model, which is the name of our model is user and auth underscore user. So here in our auth controller, gumawa tayo ng function which is register check to check that somebody will register in our website. So we create a new variable to catch the user name, the password, and a repeat password. Then we validate, and then pwede nyo na ilagay yung minimum dito, min length, ganun, at saka yung maximum. Tapos we validate, and then we check the validation. If it falls, so it will load again with this nice form validation error output. And then if check if the user passed the validation, so we call the model and the model file name, and then after that we call the file name, and then the function we pass through arguments our username and password. Then it throws into the model. Then this is the model with the function of register we call. We catch the username and password which we pass in our auth controller, and then after that we create a variable with an array which tells that an associative array which tells that the username is equal to the username, password is equal to pass2. So here we create a variable again, insert is equal to this db insert. Pwede kayong gumawa naman dito ng row query like insert into users values, or values with username and password, but this is more the secure way, the Codeigniter style, the eloquent style. So we check if insert successfully, return true. If false, if it fails, it returns to false. Then we check it again. If everything happens here and in model is equal to true, we output echo register success, and if it fails, we output register failed. So the next will be login, and then next after the login will be the basic student information system. Thank you.